Welcome back. On the 6th of May, the Wings for Life World Run event will be taking place. The event, which is run simultaneously around the world to raise funds for spinal cord injury research, will return to Tshwane once again. Sandile Mkhize lost control of his motorbike in 2013, breaking his back in 3 places and rendering him a T5 paraplegic. His accident taught him the importance of purpose, and shortly after meeting the founder of OCAL at his first World Run in 2016, he became the director. He joins us now in studio to tell us more about this year's run. Sandile, it's so great to meet you. Welcome.
Lovely to meet you too, Paul.
Great. Now, tell us about your involvement with Wings of Life World Run. I mean, since 2016, how did that relationship form, and how has it contributed to your life, and how have you been able to contribute?
I was very fortunate to find out about the race in early 2016. This was about 3 years after my accident, and I still was struggling, of course, with depression and social anxiety. My occupational therapist at the time told me about the race. I decided, you know, I'm tired of sulking and being depressed, so let me just go out and see what happens. And about halfway through the first race, I ended up bumping into the OCAL Global guys. And then our CEO, Nicolene Anley, she literally ran after me with a business card, and she was like, you know what, I don't know if she liked my hair or she just liked my smile. But she gave me a business card, and then a month and a half later we were working together. And then 2 years later, we've become family, basically.
Wow, that's incredible. And now you're director and making all sorts of valuable contributions to the event itself.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, with OCAL Global is what we deal with is mostly with access issues for persons with disabilities. Now, we're still a very small team at the moment. However, we don't pay ourselves anything at the moment because we're still trying to grow our brand and trying to do as much good as we can. And we've just been moving from strength to strength. I mean, the guys are about to cycle now from Tshwane to Cape Town over 10 days. So we just try to do epic stuff every year.
Oh, that's amazing. Talk to us about the research that is being currently conducted or done on spinal cord injury. How important is it that that research is done and that enough funds are being raised to go into that research?
Well, there's 2 ways to look at it. Of course, it is always important for science and medicine to progress, simply because of, as humanity progresses, we need to have certain skills. But on a deeper level, which is a little bit more why it's more important to me, is that I don't necessarily want to say Africa, but let's say low-income communities or low-income countries, for instance, don't necessarily have access to the financial means to get the care they need if they get a spinal cord injury. So therefore, you'll find a lot of people get unnecessary complications, people get sick, people end up dying even from not getting the proper care. So if we focus all of our energy to find a cure, kids won't have to go through the struggles that most of us who have gone through in a spinal cord injury. And I think that's the way to sort of deal with this issue.
Let's chat about the race this year. In terms of Africa, Pretoria is the venue for the race. Is there a particular route?
There is a particular route that is set out, which you can see on the website, which is at wingsforlifeworldrun.com. However, the beautiful thing about this race is that there really is no actual finish line in the traditional sense. So as people are running, there is a catcher car that actually follows you. So the car is the actual finish line. So you start running, and then a couple of minutes later, the car starts moving at a certain pace, and then moves faster and faster at over time. And then once the car catches up to you, that's when your race is done. And this happens all around the world at the exact same time, and everybody's watching everybody
And how
run.
does that work? I mean, with all the different time zones.
We start at 1 o'clock in Pretoria, and other places around the world, they start at 8 p.m., some places 8 a.m. It's actually an excellent and a well-coordinated event. And I mean, technology makes life a lot easier, and you know, it's amazing what you can achieve when you have dedicated people doing quality work for a good cause.
I was about to say that, I mean, going or waking up at 8 to go run, or at 1 a.m. really shows a certain level of commitment to this great cause. Let's talk about 100% of the free entry fee that actually goes into the spinal cord research. So there's still that element of CSI and giving back with this race, which is something quite special as well.
Definitely. I mean, for the entry fees for the South African race, it's 175 Rand, and all of that money goes towards spinal cord research. And I think that's what Wings for Life has actually done an excellent job, and that's one of the reasons why we get behind that. And also, I mean, shout out to all of the brands that have always supported this cause, because they, by putting your money up front, sort of shows that, listen, I don't only want to be seen on TV or to have my brand out there, but I'm willing to commit financially where it matters. And that's where the guys like Rudy and Andrew from Puma have been great. Puma South Africa has been fantastic. Red Bull's been great. It's really something special to be involved with.
Before I let you go, you've also committed to using fitness as therapy and as a sense of motivation. Where and how often do these classes take place? And lastly, where can we get more information just about the organization that you're involved with, and how can people get in touch with you?
For sure. Well, to answer your first question, the whole fitness thing, it's more of an outlet to release stress and to sort of get over my depression issues at times. I think being active has a lot of benefits, which I've personally enjoyed, and I'd honestly recommend anybody, if you haven't jogged in a year, I think you should go outside and take a jog. I mean, I'd kill to jog if I could.
Indeed. And how can people get in touch with your organization?
People can,
their website?
Yes, if people would like to get a hold of me specifically, you can go to www.ocalglobal.com. And if everybody would like to get involved to register for the race, they can please visit www.wingsforlifeworldrun.com and to come and join us and run. This race is open to able-bodied runners, people in wheelchairs. It's for everybody.
Sandile, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the great work that you do. Love your hair, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's Sandile Mkhize sharing more on the Wings for Life World Run that will be happening. Over 100,000 people running all over the world at exactly the same time. Now 100% of your entry fee goes directly to spinal cord